Gotta drink my coffee bean. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It's me, Shona Cabana, and today is a very exciting day. I'll be doing a review on the Museum of Death. So yeah, I'll be going over my opinions, thoughts, whatever, and also share my experience with meeting Liza Koshy, or Koshy. I'm pretty sure it's Koshy. I'm gonna start saying Koshy. So yeah, I've been wanting to go to the Museum of Death for like a while now, like more than a year. And I finally made the time to do it. So on a side note, when it comes to the Museum of Death, I just kept thinking about serial killers. Like whenever people ask me, oh, what's the Museum of Death? I'm like, oh, it's like a museum about serial killers. But it's not just about serial killers, it's literally, you know, about death as well. But there are serial killer stuff in there, which I thought was really interesting. So I live in Long Beach, so it took like 30 minutes to get there by Uber because, you know, LA has traffic. So it was funny because my friends were like, we should Uber there to LA because it's LA. And I'm really glad we did because don't nobody feel like driving that much, sitting through all that traffic. Nobody wants to deal with that. So we did Uber and insert clips of like what the building looks like, the Museum of Death. So as soon as we got out the Uber, I was like, oh my god, like I didn't even brace myself for this. Like I'm in front of the Museum of Death and I'm thinking there's going to be a lot of gruesome, like super gruesome, which there was like a lot of things that I just, you know, viewer discretion to advise. It was gruesome, but it wasn't to the point where I couldn't like take it anymore. The guy that like took our tickets or purchase our tickets for us, whatever. My friend is buying our tickets. He said that we can just go in, me and my other friend, but I was too scared to go in. I was like, I don't know if I'm ready for this. So we walked through the curtain and it wasn't even bad. It was just about serial killers. Like I think his name is Richard Ramirez. I've heard of him, but I didn't do that much deep research on him. But I saw his sweatshirt that he wore in jail. They had pieces of his hair, they had things that he drew or something like that. I thought that was really cool. I just kept staring at the sweater like in specific details, and it is certified by whoever issued that sweatshirt. They said this is Richard Ramirez's sweatshirt that he wore here in this prison. So I thought that was really cool, and for some reason I just kept staring at it, like the sweater, trying to see if I can find anything weird on it. Honestly, for this museum, I really wish I took a notepad with me because there were some things I was like, man, like I really want to write this down so I can go home and do my own like further research on it because I've never heard of some of the things. But I didn't even think about that, and also I didn't want to bring my phone out because I didn't want them to think I was taking pictures since you are not allowed to take any photos or video recordings in there. My favorite part of the Museum of Death, which is really strange, it was the corpse, like baby corpse. They had pictures of how people buried children in like the 1800s. They had actual pictures of the burials, and I just thought that was really different. I've never seen something like that before, and I think the 1800s is just really interesting. That's the way they did things, and it's a lot more creepier back then, but I just kept staring at like, wow, this is really from the 1800s. So I know you guys are probably like, oh, you can just see these pictures online. But my thing is I don't want to go to a website and like tracks me. You know, it's like some sketchy website. I just don't like going on those kind of websites. So I feel a lot more comfortable seeing at the Museum of Death. I'm excited to show you guys what I got from the Museum of Death. And people are going to be looking at me weird, so no thanks. What I'm really excited about, I'm excited about all of them, to be honest. I got this shirt that says the Museum of Death, and it has skulls on it. It was $20 and it's a size small. and it says Hollywood at the bottom of it, and I really like this shirt. If I get souvenirs or like t-shirts, it must, like, it has to be visible. Like, y'all, if I'm gonna spend $20, people better be able to read my shirt and it says the Museum of Death. This is the most clear where I know people could read the Museum of Death. The next thing I got is definitely another conversation starter, and it's this Charles Manson keychain. It's black and white, and they had other ones, but I mean, the other ones I didn't really like. One of them was super graphic. It had the button of a guy. It's the guy that shot himself in the mouth live on TV. I think he was a politician. They had one of him. I was like, that is so intense. Like I said, they had other ones that are pretty graphic, and I think they even had her body cut up on the postcard, which I thought was really intense, and I didn't want that in my room. This is definitely going to go in my room. So here's a little decorating tip. If you guys are not the kind of person, see, for me, when it comes to decorating my room, I'm just not the kind of person that just buys everything at once. Like, I have to collect things over time that make me happy, and I can like wake up to it and not get bored of it. And this is one of them. It's the Black Dahlia. I'm going to have this put up on my wall. It's definitely going to be a conversation starter when people see a picture of her. They're like, why do you have this lady on your thing? And I'm like, her name's the Black Dahlia. And so, like, yeah, I like to collect stuff like that. Those things make me really happy. And this is also my Shining shirt, which I got from Universal Studios. And it's funny because I got this around Halloween time. And the next day, I wore this shirt to Starbucks, and the barista like jumped when she saw me. And that's what I like. And I had on like dark lipstick to make it even better. So now, to the part where I met Liza Koshy. So we wanted to go to this Italian restaurant. I forgot what it was called, Cucina or something like that. But they were closed, and so my friends were craving Italian food, and the place we were going to go to originally, it was closed. So there is like this pizza place with lights on, and we're like, well, they're for sure open. And I was in line, and I just looked over, and I don't think I didn't want to stare. Like, at first I didn't have my glasses, but I just knew her silhouette looked familiar, and I was like, I think that's Liza. And I looked again with my glasses on, and I still couldn't see her because one of her friend's head was kind of blocking her, but I saw her profile, and I was like, that's definitely Liza. And so I told my friend, I was like, that's Liza Koshy over there. And she was like, I said, like, Liza's over there. I'm pretty sure that's Liza. And she was like, Liza Koshy? I was like, yeah, that's Liza Koshy. And she was like, no, it's not. I just looked. And I was like, I was like, nuh-uh, that's her for sure. So I went to my booth, and I sat down, and it was her. And I told my friend, I was like, that is her, go look. And she turned around, and she's like, oh my god, that is Liza. And so we were all like freaking out, giggling, and then my friend said that one of her friends were like looking at her weird because we're just like staring, and so that was funny. But it's like, do you know who you're sitting next to? I was like, excuse me, can we have a picture with you? She touched my camera, you guys. I had pizza grease on there, and she wiped it off for me. And just a fun day. After the Museum of Death, you run into a YouTuber. Perfect world. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel if you like pop culture, talking videos and whatnot. And if you have any video requests, please let me know. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. Follow me on Instagram at Shauna Cabana. I have really cool stuff on there. I love my Instagram. It's poppin', pop, lock, and drop it. So, yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching my video, and I'll see you in my next one.